Last night, we were introduced to the class of 21 as the Great British Bake Off returned to our screens for its 12th series.
Well, among the bakers, there was a police detective, a retired midwife and a psychology student, all hoping to impress judges Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith and be crowned Great British Bake Off winner 2021.
So, who has risen to the challenge and who sank to the bottom? We're joined by former winners Edd Kimber, Nancy Birtwhistle and last year's winner and youngest ever champ, Peter Sawkins. Welcome to all of you.
Good
Lovely
morning.
to see you.
Good morning.
Very hard to decide who's a winner at this stage of the competition.
Yeah.
But let's look at what you guys were doing at the time, because Ed, you were the first ever Bake Off winner in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was after uni, where you say you felt a bit lost. You were definitely looking for something.
Yeah, I was definitely one of those people who knew that I wanted to do something different and do something that I enjoyed for a career, but I had applied to go to catering college and got turned down, and so I kind of went on this mission to teach myself baking in a more professional manner, and I kind of did that for about 4 years when someone sent me the application for Bake Off.
And of course you had no idea what you were getting into because it had never been on before. You had no idea how big it was going to be and how much it would change your life.
But it was quite funny because one of the producers on the show last night posted, from the first season, posted that we thought nobody was going to watch the show. We literally thought it was going to be a daytime TV show that would not that that's bad. We like daytime TV.
Steady.
But we didn't think it was going to get the prime time viewers because who would watch people bake in a tent?
Yeah.
And then we found out about halfway through the show they'd put it on prime time. But it did so much for my just personal life, really.
Well,
it really changed my life. Yeah, this is my fifth book.
Fifth book. I mean, 5 books later, and you're still producing these books and
this
still doing
one
really
comes
well.
out next month, and the first version of this book came out last year during lockdown, and people baked so much during lockdown that it was a really nice thing to have to connect everybody together.
Well, I guess because baking does connect people, it forms relationships. And Nancy, for you, that's where it began. It was your grandmother that taught you to bake.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had a passion. I love food.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore food. And I enjoyed baking, but I'd never, ever entered a competition, ever. And I'd become a fan of Bake Off. And we've all done it, sat in the armchairs. I could easily do that.
Yeah.
What they do, I could easily do that. But
when you're
being in a tent with a camera in your face.
And what is that like? What's it like being in there?
Being in the tent is totally an unnatural environment for baking.
Yeah.
Because it's hot. Obviously, there's cameras. There's you've got limited kit. So you have to say in advance what you're going to want.
Well, when I look at it, I always think that the bakers are asked to do virtually impossible things in incredible heat.
Yeah.
Because, you know, butter slides, cream shifts. You know, when it's really, really hot, then it's not going to behave.
Well, that's the whole thing. And when you're baking at home in the comfort of your own kitchen with your own kid and there's no time constraints, it works. And then you're in there and everything changes. And it's entertainment as well.
Oh, God,
so
I love it.
if everything went perfectly for everybody,
we
we'd
quite
get
like
fed
it when
up.
it goes wrong. Well, 2014, you were the winner. After that, what happened? How did things change for you?
Well, I've got a great agent, and she said to me, have a go. You'll be asked to do lots of things. So I even was on board entertainment on a cruise.
Oh, wow.
One time, and I've done all sorts of bit of.
Well, you've got the book as well, haven't you? Clean and Green. So this is your tips and hints for a more eco-friendly home. So this is baking and sustainability.
I've written 2 books, 2 recipe books. One was a baking book, and the latest one, Clean and Green, are eco-friendly homemade cleaning products.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, what's lovely is that you've all managed to do that. Peter, who was the youngest ever winner, started watching when he was 12.
Oh.
Currently at university studying finance. He's still written a book, which is out on October the 7th, Peter Cooks, with all sorts of different recipes. How would you sum up? You were nodding then when I said, you know, it's hot in the tent, it's high pressure, things don't behave.
Interesting environment to bake in.
Sorry, say that again.
It's a really interesting environment to be in the tent. Some things go wrong, and I think you've just got to try and make the best of a bad situation if an issue occurs.
See, for you, you know, you were crowned champion only last year and you're at university now. So I guess you have to sort of put on hold slightly. I mean, we say this, you've got a book out, but sort of focusing on your studies was obviously important. So what's sort of next for you, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting year trying to balance the studies and balance all the fun opportunities that have come off the back of Bake Off. I managed to get the book written. It's coming out on October the 7th. So it's really, really exciting to be able to share my baking with people at home. And Bake Off's given me that opportunity to put it out there. So now it's just run along with baking and studies as best as I can.
Yeah.
But at 21, to win something like that at 21, because you think, my God, that must have been high pressure and quite daunting. You really did take it in your stride.
I tried to go in there with the focus of fun. I got connected with Bake Off, and Ed and Nancy were great inspirations for me because it's such a fun TV program to watch. And that's what I wanted to do in there. I wanted to demonstrate the fun, the happy element of it and try and take as much pressure away from the situation as I could.
So you must have watched last night. Who have you got your eye on so far? Can you pick a great baker this early?
It's absolutely impossible to pick at this stage. There are so many great ones. I think Giuseppe's mini rolls were some of the best things that I've ever seen. Maggie's incredible. Freya's great. Christelle. There's so many good bakers in there.
Jürgen, you quite like Jürgen.
Yeah, I think Jürgen seems to have good
I like
flavours,
Jürgen.
and I think flavours is one of the most important things. If you've got flavour and you know your technique, they're the two solid foundations.
And what about you? Who do you think?
I just felt sorry for Tom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think as a viewer, you don't appreciate that the person that goes out first has also submitted 9 weeks worth of work.
Oh, my God, don't.
So it's... and nobody wants to go.
That is heartbreaking.
No.
It's, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's lovely to see you all back again.
Thank you for coming in.
Congratulations. Well done on the success and on the books. And
Yeah,
good luck
well
with the rest of university. Peter, thank you all very much indeed.
Thank you so
Bake Off
much.
is Tuesdays at 8 on Channel 4.